Hey, Vaughn community. Tony here with another Elvis segment. If you remember, a few days ago, I did a box set video of my Elvis box sets on vinyl. Some of them were DVD and CD. But when I was going through things, I was clearing up some records today. It took about 3 or 4 hours. I've been organizing more records and putting them on shelves alphabetically, things I bought recently. And I came upon this on one of the shelves in my box set shelves, which I did not have with the Elvis records. So this is a pretty cool one. Didn't look it up, but I believe it's kind of rare. I haven't seen it anywhere else. It's a 7 LP box set, including a poster. It's an RCA edition, 100 Super Rocks. Odd title. Very odd title. So, but first, let me thank everyone for all your subscriptions, all your likes. I get some good comments from some regular listeners and watchers, and I'm really getting into it. And I'm amazed by the interest in Elvis. Still interest in Elvis, all ages, hundreds of hits. So I really thank everybody out there. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel. I'm trying to get over a certain milestone. If you can see my numbers, they're pretty good, but I like to get a little better. And I'll give you more content, and you'll be notified when I do, things like these. So another thing I want to talk about, besides the Elvis box, that's going to show some of my Elvis books, some an Elvis 8-track, some other things I picked up through the years. But this is primarily to show this box set. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to go over some of the tracks later. And I wanted to say I haven't opened this box set up myself. I haven't looked at it. Don't even know if it's complete, but we're going to find out together. So it's kind of an unboxing for something that's opened. So here we go. Beautiful cover. It actually has a binding on it. So this does not come off. This is not removed. But inside there is a poster. And I assume it's a super poster because it says super big poster. So we'll see. It's all folded. You can see it's never been displayed. I don't even know where I bought this. And cheers to everyone out there. Happy summer, Memorial Day. A few days ago, so enjoy. And here's the Elvis poster on the flip. It's pretty cool. On the flip, it actually has the album tracks, which I'll show you. It's it's almost the size of a movie one sheet. If you know those dimensions, it's a little smaller. And there's the Elvis Super Rocks, which I've never heard an Elvis record described as a rock. So maybe you Elvis people out there, a lot of great Elvis channels. I learn a lot from the Elvis channels, and I'm sure someone knows about whoever decided to write it up this way. And here's the poster. It's the cover of the album. So it's really cool. Elvis bronzed. Early Elvis, I guess, early 50s, with a cowboy necktie. And this is 1976 RCA. And I will review the tracks in a minute. Just want to fold this back. Never roll, for you out there, not yous out there. It's not to sound like Elvis. But anyone out there that is into movie posters or rock posters, usually the movie posters were folded. If they're ever folded, do not roll them. Keep them folded. If you roll them, the seams will come apart and it will break the poster into those 4 or 8 or 6 pieces. So if it's folded, you're not going to display. Keep it folded. It doesn't do any damage to it. But if you roll it, you will do damage. Of course, if it's a new poster, new posters are rolled today. So here again, here's the back. Go over the tracks in a minute. Just going to pull out the records, see what they look like. It's a really nice, you can hear that it's a really nice textured, almost a vinyl-like cover. 1976. Here we have an Elvis Forget Me Not postcard memorabilia. This looks like it's in French and English and German. And it's a little you could send away and pick up this book, Elvis Presley. I'm also going to go show some of my Elvis books. Some books are essential. Others are just, Elvis books, but we'll go over those. And here we have just plain sleeves, and it's on the RCA. These are printed in German. The German print on the label, the German mark, on the label. And these are mint. This is side 2, side 1. And it goes from the early Elvis, from Sun, I Forgot to Remember to Forget, Baby Let's Play House, record number 3. These are actually in order, so this is pretty good. Record number 3, record number 4, Lordy Miss Gaudy, from 50 stuff. Too Much, any Place in Paradise with the Jordanaires. That's just a few samples. You could freeze out the video. Don't forget there's 7 records in here, 100 songs. Here's 5 and 6. You can see that. And they gave it enough room. There's only 6 or 7 records aside, which is great. There's even Santa Claus Is Back in Town, You're So Square. So I think they mixed up the order here. It's not chronological as far as I know. Here's number 7. These are out of order again. 7, Lover, King Creole, Big Hunk of Love, I Got Stung. You can see that right there. Sorry about that. Here is side 9, side 10. These are really beautiful. This has Bossa Nova, Baby, Devil in Disguise. I'm really interested to see how these sound. If it's a German press, they should sound pretty good. The tapes were probably sent from RCA, or the masters were sent from RCA, so they should sound pretty good. Like I said, if any Elvis fans out there know about these, please let us know. Please inform us. I collect Elvis, but I'm not an Elvis aficionado in a way compared to a lot of you guys out there that really have Elvis channels. But once again, thanks for all the support. If you could subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. I'm not even sure if the subscribe button comes up on my videos or not. I'm not sure how to do that. So if it does, please subscribe. I know you can subscribe by hitting a button there. So that's this record. You saw the poster, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to show you an 8-track, an Elvis 8-track, which still plays. This is probably from the 70s. It was first owned by Tim. Here we have something I just got from a friend, Elvis coloring book. And this is Elvis in the movies. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good depictions. Elvis in jail, actually. But here we have Elvis depicted, and pretty nice. The stamp, which I'm going to show the first issue I have to show. But this is a pretty cool book. Just got this not too long ago. The first issue, Elvis stamp, when these stamps were issued back in the 70s, I believe. 93, actually. 93, around his birthday. Right there. These were on display in different parts of the studio. Here's a great book, Infinite Elvis. Has a lot of things in here. It has chapters on every aspect. It has memoirs and memories. It has credited for all the photographs. And this is written by Mary Hancock Hines. It's a bibliography. Actually, it's a bibliography of really, if someone's studying Elvis, this is something you should pick up. It's probably online. This, to me, are the essentials by Peter Gralenik, if I'm pronouncing that right. These are essential. Last Train to Memphis. This is a paperback. These are so well detailed. He's actually done liner notes on a box set that I've shown. They were actually nominated for a Grammy Best Liner Notes on an album, but he lost out to I don't know who. Here's the hardcover. Careless Love. I believe this is either part 2 of that. Essential. These are actually Essential Elvis. That's a great shot there. And there's photographs, a few photographs in here. Here's another one, which basically just to capitalize on Elvis's death, Revelations of the Memphis Mafia. But you get interesting tidbits in here, especially if you're an Elvis fan. You'll never know everything about Elvis. It's just probably the most photographed guy in ever, and written about as well. Probably Beatles. Who else? Beatles, Stones, Michael Jackson. Who knows else? But Elvis definitely top. And here's the Essential, which was one of the early Albert Goldman, very controversial book. And this is the original. I have a first edition of this. I've had this since it came out. And here's some. This is what I think is a rare one. Elvis, What Happened. Don't have a hardcover. This is the paperback. And this goes into detail on what they think happened. This is Red West, Sonny West, Steve Dunleavy, as told to Steve Dunleavy, and Dave Hebler. So you guys out there who know Elvis know that this is a hard to find book right now. It's going for a little bit of money. Here's a rare one that has some interesting comparisons to Elvis and the Black Roots of Blues. A white boy singing the blues. Michael Payne. This goes into his days in Bale Street. This is a really nice one. And I'm going to show you some RCA Selecta visions. I don't know if you know what RCA Selecta visions were. I believe this is 70s technology, but it's actually a vinyl record that transmits through a stylus a video and audio signal. And RCA put that out, and they had some Elvis movies on it. They had Bond. They had, rock concerts. They had Elvis was on Elvis concerts. They have Elvis movies. A whole array of whatever RCA had in their catalog, they were put on RCA Selecta discs. And what happened was, at the tail end of that first explosion of RCA Selecta visions, laser discs came out. And laser discs, the technology was just so much better, so much smoother. There was no glitches. Here you had a stylus that had to be cleaned. And then also VHS and Beta came out, and you could tape on VHS and Beta. You could record on VHS and Beta, but you could not record on a Selecta vision. So somehow they just weaned off, and the laser disc became the standard disc, and then you also had the tape. But here's some really good. Well, I collect these for basically the artwork. I have all the James Bond, but the artwork on these are fabulous. And you see these at flea markets, antique stores, but these are in mint condition. These still work, and you can see there. This is Elvis on Tour, which we also have on Blu-ray now. I'm not sure if it's a 4K, but this is the RCA Selecta Vision, and this is a MGM UA. The RCA had the rights to this one. And I have one more that I found. I'm not sure where. I have a couple more. This is Aloha from Hawaii, excerpts from Aloha from Hawaii. And this has Elvis Presley RCA Record Tours, an RCA Records Tour and Elvis Presley production, and associated with Pasetta Productions. And this has two sides. It goes from CC Rider to I Can't Help Falling in Love. It's 1 hour, 15 minutes long. And the records, I believe, would turn over internally. And what you would do is you would actually, you see this part has a hinge on it. You would slide these into a machine similar to a VHS player or a CD player that sucks in the disc. The record would come out, the disc would come out, this would stay at the end, and it would play the actual film and audio, and it was analog. Supposedly, the sound on these are better than the lasers. I believe the lasers are digital. And of course, you have CDs and DVDs later competed with laser discs, and DVDs won out. Here we have, talking about the stamps, here we have the first edition plaque when the stamps were issued. I got this from the post office. This is really nice. It's very heavy. This was hung up. It has, 4 stamps, 5, 6 stamps on here. 2 postmarked, 4 unpostmarked here. This is pretty good. This is registered trademark, Elvis Presley, 1993. It's a long time ago. It doesn't seem like a long time ago. Here I'm going to show something I had Priscilla sign. I met Priscilla a couple times, and didn't get any pictures with her. Too expensive. I didn't want to pay her $100 fee to get a picture with Priscilla. Kind of, wasn't a major thing. A lot of celebrities would let you take a picture if you bought an autograph or for free sometimes. But Priscilla was doing 100 an autograph and 100 a photograph. So here we have, you can see her signature there. I had her sign a card right there, Priscilla, and I put it on an original plaque for GI Blues, which was cool. This is the original inner underneath it and the actual RCA record. I have an autograph here from a couple of the Jordanaires. And I met these guys somewhere in Tennessee, Memphis. There's 2 of them. You can see it right there. And here's a ticket right there for the Elvis Presley in Concert, Radio City Music Hall, February 15th, 2011, 8 p.m. They did 1 show. It's also available on DVD, the show that was, I believe, done in Memphis. And this was a great event. If you don't know it, look up the DVD on YouTube and pick one up. It's tremendous. What happened is Elvis's original band, his touring band actually, and the singers, the background singers and the scarf guy and everyone got together, toured with Elvis on an 80-foot screen or 60-foot screen, synced to what they were playing. The vocals were synced to what they were playing, and it's flawless. And the DVD is pretty cool because it goes behind the scenes. They were going to do another show a few years ago that I bought tickets for. Priscilla was going to be doing a Q&A, and this was before COVID, and she postponed it once for some type of illness or some type of emergency. She postponed it again, and finally the tour just dissolved. And as we know, a lot of these touring guys are no longer with us. Ronnie Tutt is no longer with us, and I think Jerry Sheaf passed away. So, and here's something I got from a present from some friends a few Christmases ago, still in the box. Here you can see an Elvis Monopoly game, my picture with Elvis with Nixon, which from what I read is the most requested photograph in the Nixon archives. So this picture of Elvis, there's a few of them. There's ones with Elvis' guns and his badges, and they were able to bring guns in to the White House at that time, I guess. So whatever, but these books all really cool. These I would pick up if you want to know what Elvis was thinking. This is a blow by blow, what Elvis around him was thinking, blow by blow. So I think this is the first, and this is the second, Careless Love. It's set here. Beautiful stuff. And I have some other Elvis books, but we'll do those for another show. I don't want to bore you too much. I really want to show the box set. And like I said, it's a German pressing, so we're going to listen to that soon. So take care. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we'll see you around. And as Elvis used to say, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.